Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating, delicate balance at the very heart of modern technology. We're looking at the incredible efficiency of cloud computing and the hidden security risks lurking right beneath the surface. If you use the cloud, and let's be honest, we all do, you are relying on a massive, high-stakes technological balancing act.
So let's dive right into this by asking the core question that makes the cloud possible in the first place. How do massive data centers run thousands of individual virtual machines on a single physical server without just instantly running out of memory? I mean, it sounds like a complete magic trick of scale, and in a lot of ways, it kinda is. But every magic trick has a mechanism behind it.
Part 1. The cloud's magic trick. To maximize efficiency, cloud providers stack dozens of virtual machines on top of each other. Physically, these VMs are sharing the exact same underlying hardware, the CPU, the storage, and critically for our discussion today, the memory. It's the only way cloud economics actually work.
Part 2. Sharing the same page.
In a virtualized environment, you might have dozens of VMs all running the exact same operating system, right? Like Windows or Linux. That means a massive amount of identical data is just sitting there in memory. Enter kernel same-page merging, or transparent page sharing. The system's hypervisor acts like this brilliant, hyper-efficient detective, constantly scanning the memory for identical pages of data. When it finds them, boom, it merges them into a single shared physical page. To really visualize what this deduplication is doing, think about a shared textbook. Imagine two dorm mates taking the exact same biology class. Instead of the university buying two expensive, identical textbooks, they just buy one single copy and tell the students to share it. If either student wants to write notes in the margins, the university quickly prints them their own private copy of just that specific page. This is exactly what the cloud does with memory to save immense amounts of space. And the financial benefits here are absolutely staggering. Without deduplication, memory costs are high and server density is incredibly low. But with it, providers can pack insanely high densities of VMs onto a single host. It literally saves huge amounts of money and allows the cloud to be as cheap and ubiquitous as it is today.
Part 3. The side channel threat.
Let's go back to our textbook analogy for a second. The two students are sharing the book, right? Well, what if student A is a bit of a spy and wants to know exactly what student B is studying? Student A doesn't actually need to read student B's personal notes. They just look at the shared textbook. Which pages easily fall open? Which pages are dog-eared? Which pages have worn-out corners? Just by sharing a resource, information about how it's being used is inherently leaked.
In the digital world of the cloud, this wear and tear translates to what researchers call a cache side channel attack. Because different virtual machines are sharing the exact same physical memory pages, an attacker in one VM can literally measure the microsecond differences in how fast it takes to access a piece of memory. If it loads incredibly fast, the attacker knows the victim VM just accessed it.
Part 4. The flush and reload attack. Let's break down exactly how a cyber heist like this goes down, using a notorious technique called the flush and reload attack. It's 3 highly coordinated steps. Step 1. Setup. The attacker rents cloud space until they land on the exact same physical CPU as their target. Step 2. Flush. The attacker actively kicks a specific shared memory page out of the ultra-fast cache memory. Step 3. Monitor. The attacker tries to load that memory again and measures the time. If it loads slowly, the victim hasn't touched it. But if it loads lightning fast, they know the victim just used it. Now, why does this matter to you? Well, because this isn't just some theoretical parlor trick. Researchers have proven that by meticulously tracking which shared pages are accessed, attackers can extract highly sensitive private data. We are talking about extracting the exact natural language tokens you're typing into a private large language model prompt, or even stealing the private cryptographic keys that secure internet traffic. No way, right? But yes, it's real. The research explicitly shows that using this shared memory vulnerability, attackers achieved a very fast, full recovery of keys from the AES implementation of OpenSSL. They completely broke the encryption just by watching the timing of shared memory. It's brilliant and terrifying.
Part 5. Preventing the attacks. So, the absolute easiest, most foolproof fix here? Just stop sharing the textbook. Disable kernel same-page merging entirely, and give every VM its own distinct physical memory. But actually, scratch that. Doing this effectively destroys the incredible cost savings and server density we talked about earlier. It makes the cloud drastically more expensive to run.
Because turning it off is so wildly expensive, engineers had to develop alternative technical countermeasures. We can use hardware partitioning, like Intel's cache allocation technology, which essentially builds a strict physical wall between the cache memory of different VMs. Or we can use software defenses like duple, which actively adds noise to the system by randomly cleaning the cache. This makes it basically impossible for the attacker to get an accurate timing read.
Part 6. The ultimate trade-off.
It all comes down to this. The cloud is a massive double-edged sword. The exact mechanism that makes cloud computing incredibly affordable and scalable, that deduplication and sharing of physical memory, is literally the precise mechanism that opens the door for these devastating side-channel attacks.
Which leaves us with a really critical choice about the future of our data. Are we, as businesses and consumers, actually willing to pay significantly more for our cloud computing just to guarantee our memory is physically isolated and never shared? Or do we accept the inherent risk of the shared textbook in exchange for the convenience of the modern cloud? Definitely something to think about the next time you spin up a server. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep digging into the tech.